Hey guys, it's day number 17. Matthew chapter 17 is on tap. Before I dive into that, I want to go back just one book to Malachi. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. So Malachi was the last book of the Old Testament. Matthew's the first book of the New Testament. In between these two books, 350 years happened. So Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 says, I will send the prophet Elijah before the day of the Lord. So he's saying, I'm going to send Elijah, and then I'll send the Messiah. Then I'll send the Savior of the world. 350 years, this is what the people in Jesus' time had to go off of, is we're waiting for Elijah. As soon as he gets here, then we'll have the Messiah, we'll have the Savior. Everything's going to be awesome, right? So that's what they're waiting on for 350 years. Then going into Matthew chapter 17, Jesus takes Peter, James, and John up onto a mountain. And Jesus is transfigured. He's changed. These three disciples see Jesus in his holy state. His face shines like the sun. His clothes turn white. It's amazing. I can't imagine how exciting that would be. Then Moses shows up. Then Elijah shows up. Then the voice of God overcomes the area and says, this is my son with whom I am well pleased. The disciples freak out, right? They fall on their faces, cover their heads. They're terrified. Jesus comes over, guys, get up. No need to be afraid. They get up, they look around. Everybody's gone. Elijah's gone. Moses is gone. No one there but Jesus. Only Jesus is left. So in verse 10, the disciples are like, look, Jesus, I get God just said, you're the Messiah, that you're his son, but the teachers and Malachi, they all said Elijah was going to come first. So what up? Jesus says, look, Elijah did come. He came in the form of John the Baptist. John the Baptist came and he prepared the way for me, and I am the Savior. I am the Messiah. I am the Son of God. That's what Jesus tells him here. But I want to back up into verse 8, and this is really where I get the takeaway for today. In verse 8, it says, when they looked up, they saw no one except Jesus. Some translations say they looked up and saw only Jesus. What's cool about that is it's all we need. We don't need Moses. We don't need Elijah. We need only Jesus. Jesus gets us through today. Jesus gets us through tomorrow. Jesus gets us through struggles in our marriage, struggles in our finances, struggle in school, struggle in our job. We only need Jesus. And that's chapter 17.